I have clicked the record button. Yo, what up? Everybody at home, everybody over on YouTube. I have with me a special guest, Barrett Bryant of the playtest slash design team. We record top 8s, so if this is your first UniVersus video with me, because of critical stuff, go check those out. But we are going to be doing a bit of a full set review for the Heroes of Exandria set that is coming out here relatively soon. March 7th. Isn't that correct? I don't have a yeah, March 7th. You can find your local game stores and all that jazz. We've done a couple of previews here on the channel, but this is going to be literally, we are doing 211 cards. We are talking about them. We were doing something before this, and Barrett was like, hey, do you want me on for the review? And I was like, that'd be very, very fun. So Barrett, thanks for being on, man. It's very cool to have you.
Heck yeah, thanks for having me. I'm excited. I'm not gonna ramble about all the I've known these cards for a long time, obviously, but I'm more excited about genuinely your opinions, what chat thinks of these cards, how successful they think they're going to be in the format, and yeah, I can give a little bit of insight on how I also agree and or disagree with those ideas.
Yeah, and so if you're in Twitch chat, I'm going to be putting up a small poll on every card of do you like the card, yes, no, or meh. Please feel free to 1, 2, and 3 in chat. Give your opinions and thoughts on the cards, as I know that UVS employees do watch these videos and see the feedback here of how cool or rad or awesome they are. So here's the goal of the videos. I'm going to be splitting this up into a ton of different videos, and they're all going to have the same intro. We're going to run through all of the Air, Chaos, Earth, Fire, Life, Order, Void, Water attuned cards. From there, we're going to go to the Infinity / multi-symboled cards. From there, we're going to do all of the ultra rares and then all of the secret rares. And so with that, let's get rocking.
Regardless, they'll be good and sealed.
Onto Void.
Thanks, Ken Davis. It is Ken Davis.
Yeah. 1/5, 2 mid-block. We've got Infiltrating Zorhas. It's a spell. Enhance : seal 1 non-character card in each rival stage, period. You may clear this card from your card pool, period. You get to pick. You get to selectively pick the non-character card. That one, it's gone. Very, very strong.
This is weak bang.
Yes.
Right? Because it doesn't hit the characters, but instead of remove cost, it clears, so they go to your discard pile. So I immediately think of a similar thing that Kevin Broberg was doing with his World Champion deck, which is you can use cards that specifically pick up either non-attack cards from your discard pile or pick up 1 diffs like the one that he was using. And there's a kind of cool synergies / looping with specific symbol combinations that you could steal a lot of stuff in your opponent's stage.
Yeah. Which is good if you care about how many cards are sealed. Yeah. From here, we've got Backstab, 5/3, 5 high for 4 with a 2 high block weapon. Blitz: rival discards a card, period. They may flip 2 foundations to cancel this ability. What an incredible card if you could put any amount of stats on it. I will play Backstab, discard a card. Do you want to flip 2 of your very good foundations? No? Okay, then you've lost the card forever. It starts very fast. You just have to figure out how to put damage on it to make them actively want to flip the foundations so that they block it. Otherwise, they'll just lose the card and not care.
We saw discard packages try to exist in the set 2, set 3 My Hero era, and it just wasn't quite good enough. I question if it will be good enough here. Like you said, it's either got to be in a character that really, really can give damage to these attacks, or they'll just always not care and discard the cards, and it's actually a loss for you because you're actually probably helping them get bonus reviews. Also, a lot of the times, if you're not doing extra synergy with the flipping of their foundations, this one's also kind of a miss. But yeah, it's hard. It's gonna be hard. It just depends.
They just get to pick the best case scenario for them, and that is either discard the card or flip the foundations. And so and then you have to adapt yourself to that idea, which can be a little tough, especially on a 5 difficulty with less than normal
stats.
Normal stats. Optimal stats is the word I was looking for. Biting Dagger. I am not sure what the Biting Dagger is. Does the Mermaid Man have it, or is it the shark that is the Biting Dagger? Because he's biting for sure. Or is it the dagger that's in the hand? There's a lot of biting and daggers happening on this card for sure. 4/3, 4 mid for 4, EX3 weapon, 1 mid block, all great great stats. Response after play this card, seal 1 rival foundation, : you get to pick. That includes on block. I can block with this and selectively seal their card. Incredible
Yeah, this
comment.
card's great.
This card's so
This
good.
card's great. And it has dagger in the name. That matters.
It does have dagger in the name. Yeah.
Yeah, this card's great.
Yeah,
This
card's dope. Goblin Bolt, 4/3, 4 low for 4, 1 low block, ranged weapon, blitz, add a foundation from your stage to your momentum, period. Dope. Want to snap some momentum? Goblin Bolt's way to do it. 4 low for 4,
This is
decent
going
stats.
to be
1 low
better than
block.
I think people think it's going to be.
Yeah, for sure.
This effect existed on a Deku 1 starter card, and it started to see play when we got some nutso momentum stuff.
That card had a 3 low block as well. Punch keyword, and I think doesn't quite have... Am I here?
Did I disconnect or did you disconnect?
I don't know. Either way, my video is still going. So I guess I will continue to... Can you hear me?
Check.
Can you hear me? Hello? We might have lost Barrett. I'll turn off his screen for now. Barrett died.
You can hear me?
I'm gonna move on. Oh, I will actually continue. I'll go back to sharing my screen as well.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's me or you or Discord or... Oh, you're back? We're
I'm
back?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I'll put your screen back on.
Are
We just had to
good?
get all the way back to stabbing dagger. 3/3, 3 low for 3, 1 low block, weapon, blitz. If your rival has 15 more cards in discard pile, this deck gets 2 speed and 2 damage. That's very easy to do. And then thief blitz, your rival mills cards until they mill an attack, period. Only playable if your character is a thief. I already hate it, man. I already hate it. Quit.
Mill decks are
making
back,
me
baby!
mill. Quit. I get that it is a totally fine thing for like, oh, it's a thief thing to do. Oh, you're milling cards, you're losing cards, you don't have those anymore. I stole them from you. Knock it off. It's so annoying.
I mean, gut shot rotates, so not as good gut shot unless your deck sucks. Hey, you ready? One punch Deku's gonna lose to this.
Stop. I want to play my cards.
You're allowed to. And they have to be a thief.
I think
It's not like we have a backup or something that makes any character in the game a thief. So like this card won't actually be that good.
Yeah, there's no way. I think Stabbing Dagger, I think it's a totally fine card. I think that eventually it being a 3 to 5 low for 5 might be like a little scary, but they do have to get there, and that is a slot that like they have to like actively prepare for, of like, oh, later in the game this is going to be okay, but now it's not very good.
Yep. And it has dagger in the name.
It does have dagger in the name. Suggestive spell. 6/3, 6 mid for 2 with a 2 mid block. Blitz. If there are 4 more attacks in your rival's discard pile, this deck gets 6 damage. If there are 10 or more attacks in their discard pile, this deck gets draw 1 card. So sometimes this is a 6 diff, 6 mid for 8. Sometimes it also says draw 1. I think this card is dope. I love how fast it is off the get-go. This card is actively bad on turn 2. It's probably bad on turn 3. It might be playable on turn 4, depending on what is going on. So, like,
I think turn 3, it's for sure getting there.
Oh, four more attacks. I guess 10 or more attacks in the discard pile is what I was looking at.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, 4 more attacks.
I mean,
yeah, they probably have that.
6 for 8 is hella playable in our standards nowadays, right?
Yeah, so. Yeah. And either like 2 mid block is like not a schlub either. It's an uncommon, and eventually it's gonna like like late in the game, like you play 2 of it, right? And you like see it at the appropriate time, you'll draw a bonus card and feel great about it. I think this card's pretty cool. Up next, we've got Thieving Goblin Bolt, another crazy background card. It's a 4/3, 4 mid for 5 ranged weapon. Blitz. Flip one of your foundations, choose a foundation in your stage, and a rival foundation. The foundation in your stage gains all abilities on the chosen rival foundation until the end of this turn period. I flip a foundation, and then the foundation in my stage is a stolen copy of that foundation. Cute. Cute.
So the coolest thing about this card is, 1, it has ranged weapon, which is a meaningful combination. 2, it turns your crappy 0 diffs that you built for the sake of, like, you know, your syndicate targets, your number whatever pro heroes, right? That we know that people play and that we will probably continue to play.
Yeah.
In a weird combination, it turns those foundations into your opponent's best unique or 3 diff or 5 diff, because those exist, right? It turns them into them.
Are face downs not allowed to have abilities?
I mean, no, they are, I guess. It
Yeah.
just means that if you copied a card with a flip cost, you couldn't pay it.
Sure, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
Which is something relevant, but if it has like a remove cost, you definitely could. Yes, but I'm thinking, you know, you can give other things those kind of abilities, right? You just give like your crappy 0 diff. But yeah, worst case, you can give it to a face down, but then you can't use a flip cost.
This card's also overstated. 4 diff, 4 mid for 5 that takes their best thing. This card is very, very good.
In the weird scenario where you play against somebody that has similar symbols to you and you have a unique foundation in your stage, it allows you to have a second copy of that unique card in your stage because it doesn't copy the name.
Correct. Yeah, I love that. That's very cool.
Kind of cool. Cool things. It's kind of niche though.
Great rare. Love it.
It's well statted for a 4 diff too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. 2 mid block, 4 mid for 5. It's great. I'm in. Up next, Throat Slitter. I think this card's crazy, dude. It's a 5/3, 5 mid for 5 with a 1 mid block, powerful 2 weapon. Blitz. Your rival discards a card, period. If this attack deals damage, your rival draws 1 card, period. It's a powerful 2 that says, hey, if you block it, if you don't block it, you don't get your card back. This one is sick.
This one is how I think the discard decks will come in. It has powerful. It fixes this problem of needing damage. Your opponent's never allowed to go down to 1 card in hand if you have this in your deck. And yeah, if they do end up blocking it because you made it 1,000,000 damage, you got 2 for 1.
Yeah. Yep.
Very, very good.
I like this one a lot. This one, very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, I'm into it. Up next, we've got Cornered Dagger Master. 2/5, 2 high block weapon. Enhanced commit. This attack gets 2 speed. If a card has entered your rival's discard pile during this attack, it gets +2 damage. Commit for 2/2 is not a bad ability. It's not. It has not seen a lot of play inside of the recent years, but there has been in the history of the game plenty of commit for 2/2. I think it's a little hard for my rival to, you know, get a card in their discard pile, but there is a world where we can make it happen, you know?
And it has dagger in the name.
I guess it does have dagger in the name.
That matters. That's synergy.
Yep. It's a 1 diff sometimes or whatever.
No. That only works on attacks.
Ah, perfect.
I'm talking about the spin and momentum. You can pick this up from your discard pile.
Yay! Yippee!
You don't seem too enthused. Yeah, this card's fine.
Fade to Black. 3/4, 2 mid block. Response: flip a foundation after an attack is played. Selectively seal 1 rival foundation.
I think this card is fine. I don't like the stats on this card, but either player's turn, when an attack is played, you can pick their best thing, so it's defense or offense. Is that enough to warrant the 4 check? I don't know. Is that enough to warrant the 3 check? I don't know. But,
yeah. Seems a little tough.
It's a little, just a little too bad in the stats department for me, I think.
Up next, we've got Joining the Fight. 2/5, 3 low block. Enhance once per turn. If your attack deals damage, remove 1 card from your rival's discard pile, period. This is undeniably my least favorite card in the entire set. I hate this card. I hate this card. How dare Ghidorah get to selectively build 4 of these, hit me with a move, and remove 4 of my cards out of a discard pile every turn?
I think so. The ability is very strong. I think we all know that, right? Because the idea is you can basically get rid of all of your opponent's combined firepowers. So it's cool that there's now there's a way to counteract that kind of stuff. It also, targets like beast summonings and all these other things that people are doing in their decks. But it's an enhance to do it.
Yes.
So you're telegraphing when you're pressing the button.
Yeah.
It does work on throws though. So like tomato. But the idea is you have to telegraph when you're pressing the enhance so that you're like, oh, if you load all 4 of these on one move, that's not a throw. If I need to block this thing, yeah. Yeah.
And then Thief Enhance, if you've dealt damage this turn, your attack gets +1 speed, only playable if you're a thief. I think that is also a good ability. As a thief, you're just going to play 4 of these and just like tell your opponent that plan B is on the table and they need to figure out how to kill you.
Yeah, I agree.
Up next, we've got Keeping Alert. He's so scared, dude. 2/5, 3 mid block. Response flip after rival plays in a non-character ability, draws any number of cards, cancel it. Call right hand is back, baby. It is draw cards though and not add cards to hand, and so it is a little limited. But I think that's totally okay.
I think there's still a reason to play Disarming Glance over this, but I'm okay with this being the weaker card because it's the attuned one.
It is attuned,
right?
Yes.
Right? So I think that's totally fine. There is still a reason to play Disarming Glance over this, and it is pretty significant. Totally. Also, full canceling is sometimes beneficial if the attack has like added benefits to it. But again, the same thing could be said about Disarming Glance where you can't even push the button. So, I mean,
100%.
Tomato.
Yeah. Depends on what you need for the meta. Nimble Thief, 1/5, 3 mid block, enhance commit. Your rival mills 1, period. This attack gets -X speed. X equals the printed block modifier of the milled card. Interesting synergy with the Ford 7-diff that says all block mods get +1.
That's true. I think this one's playable. Out of all the 1/5s that we've seen that commit for like -2 speed, I think this one's playable because sometimes it's actually 3, sometimes it's 4.
Yeah.
Also, sometimes it's 1. But it mills your opponent, so plan B.
And it can block. Besiege.
Yeah, it can block Besiege.
Yeah. Totally. Nonagon. Again, holy shit, what sick art. Crazy so art. Cool. I love him being here. It's the first time I've actually seen him here. I've just seen
Oh my god, I just noticed that. I've seen this card forever.
3/5, 1 mid block. Well, there's only a little bit going on the picture. 3/5, 1 mid block, unique, response sacrifice. After an attack is played, seal it. This is a staple. It goes in every deck. Every single deck plays this as a one of.
This is your void symbol version of Vast Strength, basically.
Yeah,
everybody.
Even better.
Better because it's better than Vast Strength because it seals everything, and seal also means they can't gain it. Just so you know, everybody at home. Obviously, it says there in the reminder text. This one's unique and it's a 3-diff, but its block is better, its check is better, and it's not remove. It's sacrifice. That is relevant because there are non-zero ways to get this back. Yeah. Very good card.
Up next, Scoundrel's Insight, 2/5, 3 low block, response flip after an attack is played. Momentum cannot be spent during this attack. Did you want to powerful me? No. EX? No.
Echo?
No, thank you.
No, you can't.
Wait,
you can echo.
yeah, it's after the attack resolves.
Right, you can still echo.
Powerful.
Powerful.
If you have abilities. Spin a momentum, do a thing out. Hey, Jester. Hey, Jester, do you want to pick up a spell card? I don't think so.
No VME. You can use
No,
it offensively.
this stops character cards.
Yeah.
There's a lot of void control in this set, which I think is very, very cool. The void symbol is going to be so annoying this set. It's just gonna keep telling you no. It's just gonna tell you no so much. Up next, we've got Treasure Hunting, 1/5/3 high block, form, flip, : draw a card, discard a card. Let's see how your rival has 15 or more cards in their discard pile. Should be very, very easy to do, because, you know, they make control checks. If they play 8 cards in the game, they've got 15. Or sorry, they've played 15 cards, they got 15 cards. And that doesn't even include, like, them playing a reviewing. I play an attack card, it got blocked, it'll also go to the discard pile. Turn 3, this will be live, which is essentially when all of the other 1/5/3 high blocks are also live. Is basically just turn 3.
But it's form speed draw, which is very good.
It's very good. Hey, figure out what we're gonna do with our turn, and the very, very little input or interaction with what my opponent's doing.